What's up, everybody? It's Tyler Wargo here. In today's video, we're bringing you guys some Yard Goat baseball content. We are going to the Hartford Yard Goat game tonight. It's a Friday night. Everyone's going to be at the game. We're going to be doing lots of content involving the stadium, the ins and outs of the stadium, and also just the game itself. The Yard Goats are playing the New Hampshire Fisher Cats tonight, and I'll have more coverage on who is pitching and who is not pitching and who is playing and who's not playing later once we get to the stadium. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun day. It's Friday night. I got my El Chivos de Hartford hat on. It's going to be a great night. Now, I do want to say that my family is going to be at this stadium, so I'm not only going to try to provide content for you guys, but I'm also just going to enjoy the moment being with them. So I'm going to try my best to get in the content. But yeah, it's going to be a great day. It's another video for this Connecticut series, and I'm so excited to upload this. So without further ado, let's head to Hartford and let's go to the Yard Goat game. The question is, are these buses the team bus? I'm thinking yes. Thank you, sir. So this is the stadium, Dunkin Park, one of the best ballparks in the country. Batting practice right now. But yeah, it's gonna be a good game. So here are our seats. Really good view of the stadium. Again, once you get this whole section, you can kind of walk all the way down to the field. New Hampshire Fisher Cats are batting right now. And yeah, so again, amazing ballpark to be at. Of course, Hartford's behind the stadium on the right-hand side. Behind the stadium. If you were looking this way, it's on the right-hand side behind the stadium. But it's a great view. I mean, if you could sit anywhere in this ballpark, you can get a really good view of not only field, the city, and the backdrop. So this is a view from the outfield. Again, the scoreboard's right there. The Dunkin' Donuts cup on top of it. Really like that idea. And if they hit a home run, there's smoke that comes out of the cup, which is really cool. It's supposed to be like, you know, the steam coming out of the hot coffee or hot chocolate or whatever. That's what it's supposed to represent when a home run's being hit. But yeah, again, a really good sight to see. Right under the Travelers umbrella is Bears Barbecue. I'm not a barbecue person at a baseball game. I'm more of a hot dog person, hot dog and fries type person, and popcorn. So this will not be the place that I'll be going to, but let's take a look at the menu. And this is something that I remember looking at as a kid. It's going to the goat pen. Not really going to go in depth with the menus because you kind of all see it. It's all there. But I will go into the team store, so let's go. Again, if you don't get a program or insider available to you, you can just grab it at the entrance. This is kind of where everyone enters, as you see everyone filling into the stadium now, but this is where you go to pick up your insider. Again, insiders come with ads, team promotions, everything with the Yard Goats, from history to its schedule. So we are in the team store. Again, they throw a bunch of stuff to buy at you the moment you walk in, from hats, jerseys, to shirts, to even chains. So we're gonna start off with the hats. Again, a bunch of hats. The Los Chivos de Hartford, the Yard Goats flat cap, of course, Defenders of the Diamond, minor league baseball caps. See, I got the Defender of the Diamond for Space Cowboys, not for the Yard Goats.
So you need to find.
Really like these hats. Very classic. This looks so original. The patch on the side, Hartford schoolboys. So they wear all these different types of hats on different nights, depending on what they're promoting. Some days they'll wear this hat, some days they'll wear the old schoolboy hat. Then of course, sometimes they'll wear the hat that I'm wearing, which is the Los Chivos de Hartford hat. The hat that I am wearing is the Los Chivos de Hartford. Again, every year they would have a weekend or a 6-game series where they will play as their Spanish heritage, which is Los Chivos de Hartford. Every team in the minor league, whether it's high A, single A, triple A, double A, they all will wear Spanish heritage to represent Mexican night, which is a great thing to do. It brings everyone out of their homes and into the stadiums, and it's great. I like this. A lot of people are confused by what this is, but you can kind of see the Yard Goat. You can see it. It's cool. Their most recent promotion for the team was the Bouncing Pickles, which they played a game as the Bouncing Pickles 2 nights ago, playing the Fisher Cats. This is very interesting, and I'm still confused why they are called the Bouncing Pickles, but I guess it's a cool team promotion. They promote it very well, so you got to give them props to that. So we'll keep looking around. Again, we're seeing more different varieties of hats. I mean, honestly, only minor league baseball is where you see all these different kinds of hats be sold in one place. Because if you go to a major league stadium, you don't really see this much of a variety of hats that they sell. Now this is really cool because this kind of reminds me of the Pittsburgh Pirates hats that they wore today. If you guys saw, Paul Skeens had 11 strikeouts today, had a phenomenal game. The hat that he was wearing was kind of the same resemblance of this, however it was Pittsburgh, so this is really cool. They got flat caps, they got short brims, they got anything. So here's the shirts. Again, these are just basic t-shirts that they would sell at the game. Curve your enthusiasm. This is really cool. Retro board. Like you gotta always like the retro stuff. It's exactly $30. $42.99 for this. So if they're sponsored or they have a promotion on it, it's gonna be more expensive. But if it's just a plain old Hartford Yard Goat t-shirt, it'll be $30. That's kind of how the marketing works in this team store. That's a really cool shirt. As I was looking around, I caught this in my eye. This is really cool. It's not fitted, but it's a really cool version of a hat. Don't want those hats to fall out, but if you're wondering how much a typical Yard Goat hat would be, typically be $35, $40. This one looks like there's really no price tag on this hat. Yard Goat fans remember this promotion of being the cheeseburgers, where they had that cheeseburger hat. See the same right here. Again, very interesting. Don't really know why they're called the cheeseburgers. Again, I don't live in Hartford. I live in Phoenix, so I'm not really too used to what they're still promoting on this team. Now, this is really cool. However, it still interests me why they have 2 colors, but they only use one. See, their in-game colors is this when they're playing on Los Chivos night. But on another night where they're playing as Los Chivos, they do not perform in this jersey. So I'm curious why they stick with this color and not this color, but they sell this color. I mean, this color is really cool, but personally, I like the light blue color. Again, they've been promoting the Los Chivos for about 2 years now, so it's becoming well known. Before we head out, let's take a look at the jerseys. Again, they play in these jerseys several times during a 6-game series. A typical jersey here would be $101. But if it's a promotion like this, it's going to be $109, you see. Oh, no, it's the same price. Okay, so a lot of the jerseys are the same price. $101, not including tax. But it's really cool. It's certainly an interesting jersey. You don't really see a lot of these jerseys anywhere else. Taking a look at this jersey, you know, these two jerseys they wear the most, both on their home and away games. I mean, this is a really cool jersey. No name on the back, but I'm pretty sure if there's a name on the back, the price would be a little bit more expensive. But again, we see the patch and we see Hartford. And yes, you see it. There is a 20% off sale for everything that's around and on this rack. Again, this is really cool. If you're a journalist like myself, you want to look nice, wear a nice attire, certainly wear this. Or if you're working for the team, you picked up a job for the Yard Goats, you want to work for the media team or anything like that, you can always wear this to present your team. I mean, this isn't gonna cost that much. Never mind. $56. You'd be so surprised with how much money this stuff costs. I mean, $56 for this is like, you wouldn't expect it to be that much, but again, it is a good shirt to wear, so it being at Yard Goat Stadium is what's going to up the price. Again, they've definitely added some new shirts to their collection in the team store. They added so much new things, and they continue to add new things in the stadium. But they're very worth getting. They're just very expensive. Let's take a look at one last price check for this shirt. So this doesn't have a tag, I guess. And a lot of them don't have tags. But for a typical shirt like this, it would be $28, not including the 20% discount. So I'm guessing that most of these shirts, besides the nice looking ones on the left or on the right, they are exactly around $30 for a shirt. So we're starting to fill up now. A lot of people are starting to fill into the stadium. You know, Friday night baseball. Can't find a better day, better night to watch some baseball, to go to a Dunkin Park. But it's going to be a very crowded game, so I'm very curious how I'm going to manage this content in terms of stuff to do. I'm trying to get everything out of the way before I sit in my seats with my family. So again, we're going to take a look at more of these cool places to eat at. Again, the Screaming Goat has been here for a very long time. Ever since the stadium has really existed, it's always been Screaming Goat that has been the place to get some food. But yeah, the new barbecue spots and a lot of stuff to do at this stadium. Jeff Dooley and Dan Lavallo do their calls in that broadcasting booth. And a long time ago, if you do a Yard Goat camp, not really a Yard Goat camp, but I did a CCSU broadcasting camp a long time ago, and I was able to go into the broadcasting booth and really overshadow and oversee Jeff Dooley perform his calls for the Yard Goats. Again, Yard Goats taking place in Hartford, replacing the New Britain Bees or New Britain Rockcats. I guess it was a good change because it brought out lots of more people, and it's been very successful ever since the Yard Goats have became a team. $12 for all of this is not bad. Considering it's minor league baseball, paying $12.36 including tax on all of this, pretty worth it, pretty worth it. We might actually go back to get more food. You know how a minor league baseball fan is. So Riley Tirado will be on the mound for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. So Trenton Wallace will be on the mound for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. And we are about to find out who will be on the mound for the Yard Goats. Again, a lot of these players got called up from Spokane just last season. But Mason Albright will take the mound for the Goats shortly. You need access to enter these seats, which will make you be able to view the bullpen. Because I don't have these seats, I won't be able to be let in, as this fence kind of separates us being able to go see the bullpen. But you could see it from here, but you can't really see the actual pitch being delivered. So Mason Albright getting some work in before the game in the bullpen. Now, viewing the bullpen over here is not restricted as for viewing the bullpen over there. See, it's restricted over there to enter those seats, that section to view the bullpen. But over here to view your hometown Goats, it's free. You just walk up here. You don't really need a certain section to see the bullpen session. I feel like it should be the away team that should get this area and the home team to get that other area. But I don't know, that's just my own opinion. Game is about to get underway here in a second. So Mason Albright, 0-3 record. His ERA is 6.85, 19 strikeouts this season, and this will be his 6th game. He's only pitched 22 innings this whole season. Hopefully he can improve that. But Michael Turcone is going to start the game off. So Trenton Wallace is on the mound, left-hand pitcher. ERA is 1.57, 2.0 win-loss rate. So he has 2 wins, and as for Albright, he has no wins and 3 losses. So this will be an interesting pitching matchup. Zach Ving, check swing call. He went around. He did not like it. Now he's complaining with the home plate umpire. That was crazy. He like flipped his bat and got tossed out. That was crazy. So Vladimir Restituria, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, 269 average. Has 28 hits. Moved up very quickly from Spokane all the way to Hartford. However, he's looking to end his season with Albuquerque. Popped back in here real quick because I'm looking for a lanyard for myself for one of my spare keys, but I did not show off the miscellaneous items. This is really cool. The Yard Goat headbands. You can feel like Zach Veen on the base path wearing this. There's a lot of headbands you can wear, but I don't know. The Yard Goat headband only reminds me of Zach Veen, the left fielder. These socks are really nice. They're like kind of, they're not stance socks actually, and they're $23, which, you know, is a reasonable price if you're buying something that looks like this at a baseball stadium. So I'm not surprised that it would cost that much. But yeah, other than this part of the store, everything else is really just hats, memorabilia, shirts, and jerseys. But on this side, there's a lot going on, especially with pennants, and of course what we just saw, headbands. They shockingly do not sell any lanyards, and I'm pretty sure this goes for not only Dunkin Park, but for all parks at minor league baseball, all minor league baseball stadiums. Because I would even go on their site on milb.com, and I would still not see any lanyards. So maybe they should, going forward, start adding, lanyards, key lanyards. Not only that, but just other miscellaneous items that would sell. Because realistically, it's only just that one section of miscellaneous stuff. And back at Municipal Stadium, where ASU plays, the section, the variety, and all that stuff, it's more open. There's more stuff to buy. Key lanyards, like, you'll definitely sell if you sell that product. It is 5-0. I've been missing the chances to show you guys the runs, but they've been doing it so quickly to the point where I haven't been able to keep track. I've just been sitting here watching it happen. It's not going in the New Hampshire Fisher Cats' favor. But Ryan Ritter finally did something for the Goats. Wasn't able to do anything this past series, but it was good that he got the bat going this time around. Remember when you have these players come to Jaden Hill versus Alan Roden matchup. Jaden Hill 0-2 record with an ERA of 3.27. Hoping to close this one out, top of the ninth. 6-0 Yard Goats. Again, Fisher Cats crushed them in last game, but Yard Goats are doing well this series as a whole. 2-0 the count. Alan Roden 1 for 3 today, had a flyout in the first. 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, 29 hits. Hill is missing the plate by a lot. A lot of fans have exited the stadium though. In the last 2 innings, they have exited. Still some fans, but a lot of people know what's to come for the Yard Goats. So we are back at my house again. Last night was an amazing night to be a Yard Goat fan. Yard Goats won 6-0. They evened up the series. It is 2-2 the series, and we now head into the weekend with Yard Goats having a lot of confidence in winning the next 2 games. But first, let's take a look at the insider. Again, I told you guys I was going to show you guys what this insider was about. I got this right when I entered the stadium. They kind of handed this to me along with the 2024 schedule. And, these are things that you get normally at any baseball game, whether it's indie ball or minor league baseball or even major league baseball. They'll always give you a 2024 schedule. But we'll take a look at that after we take a look at this. So, again, I have another insider like this one, but it was a couple seasons back. Actually, I think it was just last season. But let's take a look at this. So let's take a look at the Chew, which is the Yard Goat Insider. I like that it's called the Chew. It's something very creative, very unique. A lot of times, like the Diamondback Insider that I got, it normally just says Diamondback Insider, but this one just says the Chew. And of course, we have Bobby Meacham, the manager, on the front of it. And, my philosophy on this is that I think that every season they'll have a new insider, or every other month, because this insider has been around since the start of the season, which makes me kind of believe that this will be the official insider of the 2024 season. Therefore, next season they'll have a different insider. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But again, a lot of advertisements in this and a lot of history about the team and about the players themselves. Again, they're affiliates of the Rockies, so you'll get a lot of Colorado Rocky logos popping here and there throughout this insider. They have some cool stories in here regarding Connecticut to Cooperstown Part 2. So it seems like they're having continuing articles be brought out throughout the insider. So if you're a big fan of reading articles and stuff, this is the article to read. And of course, like every other insider, they have the roster, and of course, all of them are wearing the Rockies uniform, not Yard Goat uniform, because that's the team they're hoping to play on at the end of the year or in the next upcoming seasons. You would think that there'd be a lot more players on here, but again, we're talking a double-A team, so not too much players, but it's only like 3 pages of just roster. So we have more articles on here. Elias Montero, he is on the Rockies right now. And again, 2021, that was when Montero was on the Yard Goats. Loved seeing him play. He got called up at the very end of that 2021 season, going with Ezekiel Tovar, who got called up the year after. A lot of players, Yard Goats in the majors. And also a lot of these players, they go to Arizona to play for spring training or the Arizona Fall League, so they're used to playing in the desert as well. Like, I feel like almost every prospect has to play in the desert at least some point if they want to get recognition. Not all the time, but most of the Yard Goats, like Zach Fiend, had to go to Arizona to play with some of the Rocky players to adjust. But yeah, this is a great insider again, just like the Arizona Diamondbacks. A lot of information, a lot of promotion, and a lot of stuff to read too, as we already saw 2 articles just by skimming through this. But yeah, the Chew, this is it. And I actually just saw it. This does come with the schedule in here. So if you don't have the 2024 schedule, you can have this, which has the schedule. I think it's at the very end right here. So yeah, this is the Chew. And of course, this schedule is a lot better than the schedule in here, but this has every game that they'll be playing this season. Again, they're finishing up their last 6-game series away in Akron. And of course, they started their season in Portland, which had 2 delays. So they couldn't really play a lot of ball in Portland. However, they took the series to Hartford and played Bowie. And I think they won that series. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Yard Goats got the win 6-0. The series is currently tied 2-2. They have 2 more games left to play this weekend, today and tomorrow afternoon against the Fisher Cats. And now that the series is tied, hoping they can beat the Fisher Cats and move up in the standings, because it's very close as we're getting towards the second half of the season. It's getting really good and really interesting as a Yard Goat fan and as a minor league baseball fan who likes to watch this on a daily basis. I'm going to try going to at least 1 more game before I head back to Phoenix, again the 28th, to play Reading Fighting Phils. I might be going to that game, but if not, I'm hoping that this was able to satisfy you guys watching, you Yard Goat fans, minor league baseball fans in general, hoping that you guys enjoyed that video. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I don't really know what next video is going to be about, but we'll figure that out as the time goes on. I still have another week and a half here left in Connecticut And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I need to dance, I wanna shout